We got our hands on a set of RhinoRC Trachites. Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting test. Let's open up the back. As you can see, these are sticky. Sticky. They also are stinky. Stinky. As you can see, this dent, the foam probably is not exactly perfect for this tire. Let me see. What's the other one look like? Come on, get out of the bag. Stickers, Rhino stickers. Yeah, we recently installed an ECS in our Mantis. So we're gathering Rhino stickers, which is not an issue. I love Rhino products, so I'm putting the stickers on the bodies once they get painted, which in my case sometimes takes a while. Anyway, let's see. Same thing here. So let's pull a foam out of here. Okay, yeah, I thought so. So the foam is probably not only overstuffed, I feel that this is a hard foam. I need a reference. And here it is. Visually, these two look a lot alike. The RhinoRC is a little bit bigger in diameter, but that's only 1 or 2 millimeters once it's completely back to shape. But they feel completely different. For those who know, you might recognize this one. This is a J Concept, let's say medium foam, which comes in like a Bossman or a Rock Block or a Tusk. And this is, I think that's too hard. I could drop this in here. Yeah, I feel this will be good for the sidewall. Is of course a lot better on this foam, but still not. No. This tire might be bunkers. For me, the foam isn't. So let's get the other one also out of here, and then we will start measuring up what insert we need to make. Okay, we'll be right back. Well, we'll be right back. That is for me like probably a couple of hours or days. For you, it's just gonna be a few seconds. Here we are again. We made some inserts. Let's first dive into the tire a little bit deeper. We punched some holes in them, and I punched one off center. I'll explain in a second. And the rubber is exactly 1.5 millimeters thick. That's when all the light disappears. Yeah, 1.5 millimeters thick. So it's rather thick if you ask me, but nevertheless, it says it's a 5.25 tire. I've tried it on the foam. I've tried it on the insert I have now. It's not 5.25. At best, it's 5.1. So that's not exactly completely correct. I will measure it one more time. It is 5.1. It was on the foam 5.1. It's on the insert 5.1. It's on the tire 5.1. So I'm not exactly sure where the 5.25 comes from. Anyway, what else is there to say? There's a lug separation is wide. We do have side lugs, but these are also wide, widely spaced. And then on the inside, we have 3 ribs or belts. And then on the side, we have, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 corners. So we have some hex shapes on the sidewall. Do they need to supply support, or I'm not sure, but yeah, that's what's inside the tire. And we are of course talking about the Rhino tires, and the Trachite is no different. It's sticky. So it's got that going for it. What did we make for it? You all know our normal inserts, which is this design on the inside and this on the outside. It comes in different sizes or flavors. Now we have a new outer layer. We had this design specially made to make the goat tires work, and then we printed this in foam, Now, the foam is not easy to work with, and the foam only really works if you have a wide outside layer. On this tires, since it's only a 5.1, we have a really narrow outside layer. So we went back to the TPE and we printed the outside layer in TPE. This design, well, these are ReVolt inserts, but this specific design is called Slonski. I will put the name down in the video so you can read what I'm saying. Slonski design. For the rest, it's the same concave and convex outer. These ones are printed in 3.6% infill, which go in the rear. The fronts are already mounted and the fronts are 3%. So there is some specific advantage I want to show on this tire. Wait a second. What I want to show you is, if we have this outer layer, it needs to be exactly perfect the inside diameter of the tire. If that is not the case, you actually get some kind of wrinkle like this because it is too small. In the case of the Slonski, that is not a problem, because now suppose this zip tie is the inside diameter of the tire, it still fits really nice. There's no wrinkling in there, and as the tire would be bigger, as you can see, that's no problem. So yeah, we're not exactly bound to a really specific inside. We can have some, yeah, these might be multi-purpose use. So yeah, I'm happy how they worked out. So you can see how they move, if they get packed a bit together, how they roll over, they can come together, as you can see. So I don't know how well it shows, but I'm really happy with the design. Let's put it in here. We have another color. It's a nice color. They are printed rather narrow on the inside because we have some. There was a sale on. There was a sale on. What's the website from RhinoRC? I will put it on the screen somewhere. Man, it's on the tip of my tongue. I don't know. And there was a sale, and yeah, I really like these wheels. They are really lovely wheels from RhinoRC. They are a little bit narrow, but I don't think that's a problem for the Trachite. So we redesigned the inside to make them fit this one. I will put one in a wheel, and then I'm not going to take you through the whole mounting process of the bead locks. I think you can do that yourself. I can say I have these ones mounted, the front ones, got some extra brass on there. I didn't need any bubble juice to get them mounted. So yeah, that's a good thing. And they look and they feel exactly really nice. And as they are mounted and pulled in by the wheel, they really get a nice and rounded shape. Because that's another thing we did. This is actually also one we printed for the Trachite, but it was 2 millimeters too wide. We chose the rounded profile, not the flat one. This is the flat one with the corners cut off, but we chose the rounded profile, and I think, as you can see, it looks really nice on the tire. So multiple things being tested. We have the Trachite, we have the inserts, we have some nice wheels, and let's throw it all together and meet outside on the rocks. The Trachites are dropped on our team car. This is a 5.1 inch tire. The team car recently tested another tire in that size, so he's capable of doing that. And let's just see if his weight is good for the inserts we designed. And hope to see something good, because I'm wanting to see what these big lug separation will do. Well, then the first pull of doubler was really nice. Let's go into the second pull of doubler. The fronts had some slip, the rears are pushing. Okay. That's some good pull. That's some good pull there. Over the new rock. Yep. Yeah, we have some first good indications. Now, they don't also even look that big on the team car. So, and 5.1, we are building Mantis for those following the channel. Yeah, Mantis could be a good candidate for these tires. 5.1. I think we recently tested him on the, what's the other set? The 5-inch tires. Man, I forgot. And that was also really nice because a 5-inch tire and a straight axle, it's kind of an ideal combo. Okay, off into the corkscrew and slowly turn into off camber. Let's try not to lose him over here. Let's cut in and see how much these slide to the outside. Now, these are sticky tires, so I have good hopes we don't run all the way to the outside. No, we don't. Okay, good points there. They are really sticky and the deformation of the tires looks nice. Let's go into steepy. This is more like how much do the rears push instead of how much do the fronts pull. Let's see. Slow approach. Yeah, and I'm learning because I have him in the frame again. Yeah. So far these Trachites on these inserts do exactly what we want. Some nice descending, that should not be an issue. The descending is not that steep. All the way down. It looks a bit white in the front. I'm not sure if it's visual or if it's real, because I thought this was a neutral wheel, but it might be a little bit negative, the offset. Now, here's one of the places where we're gonna see if the big lug separation is a problem or not. And so far, that was nice. That was really nice. And again, pulling really hard. I'm going to position myself on the other side. Yeah. I don't really miss all the lugs, which is nice. Oh man, that team car is so nice. It's a Creeper T-Box in there, Rhino V80. And this one is running on what is it? It's a 35mm can. Is it a 42-35 or 35-42? It's a 9i mod. I think it's an 1800. Okay. Off camber into the reverse corkscrew. Turn in on time. This guy has a great steer angle. That should not be an issue. I was not wide, so the rear is going over that rock. Let's see how well that does go. Yeah, okay, front wheel in the air, but we have a reset. That's nice. And go back to the passenger side. Again, lugs. I see no issue in the big separation of the lugs up till now. And I gotta say, I think we landed on some really nice inserts for this guy. So far, is it the Slonski or what is it? I think after the Go tires, we now have another tire who benefits from this design, and perhaps this might be our go-to. Yeah, the tire really grabs a rock, but does not completely fall apart because the inside is giving all the support. I think this might be our go-to for the outside. We will keep printing this in TPE on when we have a smaller outside, but I think the foam is the way to go when we have a big outside ring. Yeah, so there's a lot of side load on that tire and it does not collapse, which is nice to see. Now, this is a difficult moment. because it might transfer the weight. No, it does not. It grabs that rock again, really nice. As we come down here, I think we always test if this one can do hangman. Now, there's no doubt he's gonna do hangman. These tires are so sticky. I think I tested one set of Rhino tires before, which was the Monzas, which out of the bag did good, but then really fast fell apart. Yeah, hangman is no issue. We saved him. This is just a team car, which is a basic test car. These tires will need to be tested on something really capable like Tsunami or Mantis. And then we can explore the full potential of these tires. But for now, let's just follow the problems, the protocol. We run over here, which is left-hand side on Plum first. Yeah, just driving up there, no problem. Might as well give him an attempt on the right-hand side of Plum. So same approach. Come over here. Grab that ledge with the driver front. Got back. And now let's see. How much does this lug separation hurt us? Because this is where you can see it, the tiny little bit hopping, because the front really is not supported anymore. You do have side lugs, but they grab every now and then, and you start to get these hopping. Maybe you need to go a little bit more driver first. Oh man, yeah, I was watching the car and not the display. Now let's see if I can film it better from over here. That tire is under there, and there's no way I'm gonna get it over, because when I do this, it unloads completely. Okay, this is going to be a hard situation. Let's try it again. I think there's a possibility, but you can see it grabs and it ungrabs. I feel it has it in it, and I was not wrong, but I needed to be with my nose on top of it, and then he can do it. Now let's get all the way back and see how that goes. This is an issue where the big lug separation was not beneficial, but nevertheless he did it. I had to drive to it. He's pushing way to the outside, but he is cutting back. He is cutting back. And these tires have a lot of grip. I'm afraid I'm going to break something with these, because they don't have a slipper. No slippers in this house. Okay, yeah, so far so good. Okay. Tsunami line, let's just give him a try. Let's just give him a try. Onto Plum, and then go completely left. We love the slow approach. Grab with that front. Yep, second front, driver rear, front over. Man, those tires are sticky. Those tires are really sticky. They do, yeah, the collaboration between the Slonski inserts from Team ReVolt and these tires, we have a winner. Well, not much more to test than the face. Let's see. We know the team car with the right tire can do the face. And this might be one of the right tires. It's a over 5-inch tire, which usually helps with the clearance of the axle. And as always, yeah, I've done this before, of course. And how much do they have? Do I need to go all the way to the outside? No, I don't. I don't have to go all the way to the outside. We can grab that rock. Can we do a wall side? Let's do the pumpkin line. Let's see what we have there. Yeah, no issue, no issue. It's just slides the pumpkin over there. It pulls it over. Yeah, there wasn't even a fallback on a spot where every car has a fallback. So I'm testing some really decent tires lately, and this is another one of them. And I gotta say, the Slonskis work, man. The Slonskis really work. They pull so hard. They take this on the rear as well. They take this tire to the next level. Yeah, I'm really happy with how all these things start to fall together. Yeah, nice. Well, only one line left on the face, and that is, well, there's two. Maybe I can do two. But let's start with this one, the Tsunami line, which is same approach from the left hand side. Get the driver tire on there. And once the driver tire is on there, okay, pull the passenger tire on there, if possible, without falling back. But we need to cut back now. Grab with the driver front a little bit more. As this is another instant where you would think more side lugs would be more helpful, but yeah, what you have on lugs is so good and so sticky, you don't really need any more. Yeah, I've seldom seen a tire pull this line so effortless. So, big points there. There is the right hand side, straight up pull. Now, that usually requires over 5-inch tires on a really capable rig. Something like a 330 Tsunami rig. Also, as you can see, we already fall back. So I'm not sure if this one can do it, and I will not hold it against them. I will retest these on Mantis or on Tsunami, and we will see if they manage. Oh man, they are pulling so hard. They are pulling so hard. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Oh man, I don't want to let go. I don't know, do I need wheel speed? No. I want to do it slow. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's really something. I don't think the team car ever pulled that line before. So yeah. Yeah. These pull so hard. I think yeah, the website, by the way, probably was already on there. It's RC Timer. And Mr. Frank Wu is a really nice and kind man. You can always ask him some questions. He always responds to your messages. So, yeah, nice. Lifting a wheel, no problem. I think we only have one line left, and let's, without further ado, do that one. It is wall side. And here is my little white friend. He's always coming to look. What are you doing with the cars? Hey, Mr. Bossman, what are you doing with the cars? You better give me some food, you know? What's up, Wookie? Yeah. Wall side, slick side, as we call it. But I already feel that's not going to be an issue. Now, I have to say, I only punch 2 holes in a tire for venting, and with the normal design, which is a completely outer layer in TPE on the inserts, that sometimes gets blocked. But on these inserts with the new padded design, that never gets blocked, so there's always air possible to travel. Well, I'm just rambling, and whilst I was rambling, this guy just drove up here. Let's see if the rear tires have enough to stop him from falling down. Yes, they can. They really stop the fronts. Nice. I was talking about, let's just go all the way wall side. I was talking about Mantis the other day, And I finally have learned to set up shocks in a way that I don't need hairbands. I'm not completely there with the team car because we got some hairbands running on them. Well, and then he works really good, so I don't know if that is a problem or an issue. Yeah, team car is also a really capable car. It's a creeper T-box in him. Yeah, I already mentioned that. So let's just drive over here so we can also take the thumbnail picture. Look. Yeah, okay. No more rambling. Put him down here. I think I've said everything I wanted to say. I can only add one thing, and that is this tire is Team ReVolt approved. See you on the next one. Bye.